Hey there, it's Elise Ollinger. A lot of times taxpayers are fascinated with the wrongdoing of other taxpayers, but what about the wrongdoing of the IRS? So often when a taxpayer has been ignoring the IRS will eventually send a revenue officer out to collect the debt. Now the revenue officer, these are the people that knock on the door, they call you on the phone. Yes, that they actually do that. And their goal is to get information and to get money. Their goal is not to make sure that the tax that you pay is correct. For example, I have an older couple right now. They owe $142,000. Now you may wonder, how does an older couple get there? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but they owe $142,000. And I'm in there and I'm working and I realize that there are $57,000 worth of credits, tax credits, that are available to them. $57,000 in tax credits. They owed $142,000. It doesn't take very long to realize that, holy cow, the IRS was after them for $142,000, and yet they really didn't owe all of that. Why would the IRS do that? Well, first of all, the IRS is only going to go after you for what they think you owe, based on whatever information is provided to them. So if there are credits available and you don't take it, that's your fault. It's not the IRS's responsibility to make sure that that debt is as low as possible. Also, it's not the IRS's responsibility to make sure that you understand what's going on. That is your responsibility. So if you're walking around and you're dealing with this and the IRS is saying you owe this, ridiculous amount of money, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But the only way that will ever change is if you get a professional that can look at it and that can make sure that that debt is absolutely as low as it could possibly be. That's where I come in. I help taxpayers make sure that, first of all, what the IRS says they owe, is that what they really owe? Because I'd say at least 25-30% of the time, that's not it. That's not the case. I also help taxpayers make sure that what they pay is affordable based on IRS rules, not based on our cash flow rules, not based on what we feel like paying, but based on the actual IRS rules that Congress has put into place. So if you think that perhaps what you owe is crazy and you don't know why you owe, then you need a professional. And that's where I come in. Usually I can talk with folks about 15, 20, 30 minutes, and I usually know if I can help or if it makes sense to get a professional. And I always say, anytime you owe the IRS and you don't know why, you need a professional. Nobody wants to pay the IRS one red hot cent more than they absolutely have to. I mean, nobody wants to pay taxes to begin with, but then to overpay, oh my gosh, that's miserable. So if that's you and you need help, I would appreciate the consideration of you just at least pondering the thought of working with a professional. Take care and bye for now.